Ethan sat alone in his car, staring blankly at the dashboard. It was one of those nights where the weight of time felt heavier than usual. Scrolling through his phone, he saw it again. Another post about someone his age buying a house. Someone younger starting a business. Someone else living the life he wanted. He locked his phone and exhaled, his breath fogging up the windshield. What am I doing with my life? The thought hit him harder than usual. It wasn't the first time he felt behind, but tonight it felt personal. The race that doesn't exist. The next morning, still stuck in his thoughts, Ethan walked into a small coffee shop, ordering the usual. As he waited, an elderly man sitting near the window caught his eye. He was calmly sipping his tea, staring outside as if he had all the time in the world. Ethan, overwhelmed by his own restlessness, found himself asking, "Sir, can I ask you something?" The old man turned, his eyes filled with years of wisdom. "Of course." Ethan hesitated, but finally said, "Do you ever feel like you're behind? Like everyone else is figuring things out and you're just lost?" The old man smiled, took another sip of his tea, and said, "Behind who?" The question stopped Ethan in his tracks. Laozi's wisdom on timing. The old man placed his cup down and continued. "A tree does not rush to grow. The river does not hurry to meet the sea. And yet everything happens in its time." He leaned back and smiled. "Tell me, if you planted two seeds in the ground, one an oak tree, one a bamboo, which one grows first?" Ethan shrugged. "The oak?" The old man shook his head. "No, the bamboo takes years to grow underground before you see anything. But when it finally breaks the surface, it shoots up at an incredible speed. The oak, on the other hand, grows steadily and slowly from the beginning." He tapped the table for emphasis. "Two different paths, two different timelines, but in the end both stand tall." Ethan stared at him, letting the words sink in. "You are not late. You are growing at your own pace." Ethan thought about his classmates from high school, his co-workers, the influencers he followed. Everyone seemed ahead. Everyone seemed to be moving faster. But what if he wasn't late? What if he was simply growing underground like the bamboo? The old man continued. "Laozi once said, 'Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished.' The more you chase the idea of being behind, the more you lose sight of your own path." Ethan nodded, feeling lighter, but then asked, "So, should I just wait? Trust the process?" The old man chuckled. "No, you must also act. Trusting the process does not mean sitting still. It means moving with intention." Ethan leaned in. "How do I start? What if I don't know what to do?" The old man's eyes gleamed. "Then let me show you how to begin. Step 1, accept where you are, but don't stay there." The old man placed his tea down and looked Ethan in the eyes. "Before you move forward, you must first accept where you stand." He gestured toward Ethan's phone. "Stop regretting the past. Stop comparing. Ask yourself, where am I right now? Write it down. No judgment, just clarity." Ethan pulled out a napkin and scribbled a few words. Job unfulfilling. Health could be better. Goals unclear. For the first time, he saw where he was. "Now," the old man said, "let's take the next step. Step 2, make a simple plan. Keep it stupidly simple. People fail because they think they need the perfect plan. You don't, you just need to start." The old man asked, "What's one thing you want to improve in the next 30 days? Ethan thought, "My health." The old man nodded. Break it into 3 tiny steps. Nothing complicated. Ethan wrote, walk 15 minutes every morning. Do 10 push-ups before bed. Cut 1 unhealthy snack per day. That's it, the old man smiled. Start here. Step 3, kill overthinking, the 5-second rule. The old man leaned in. Do you know why most people never start? They think too much. He tapped the table. Next time you hesitate, count down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Ethan smirked. That easy? The old man laughed. Try it, see what happens. Step 4, the 2-minute rule, build momentum. Commit to just 2 minutes, the old man said. If you want to read for 2 minutes. If you want to work out, do 2 minutes. If you want to start a project, work for 2 minutes. He sipped his tea. You don't need motivation. You need momentum. Ethan nodded, feeling the weight of his excuses fade. Step 5, track progress, not perfection. The old man pulled out a small notepad from his pocket. It was filled with tiny check marks. Every day I track my small wins. No pressure, just consistency. Ethan took out his phone and made a new note, daily wins. The old man smiled. You'll be amazed at what happens when you stop chasing perfection and start tracking progress. Step 6, stop comparing, start doing. The old man sighed, looking out the window. Comparison is a trap. The only person you need to compete with is the you of yesterday. Ethan exhaled. He had spent so much time watching others that he forgot to live his own life. The old man continued, unfollow people who make you feel behind. Follow those who inspire action. The final step, take 1 action right now. Ethan finished his coffee, feeling lighter than he had in weeks. He looked at the old man and asked, so, what now? The old man smiled. You already know. Take 1 action right now, Ethan thought. Then, without hesitating, he grabbed his phone and typed, tomorrow morning, 15-minute walk. He looked up. Done. The old man grinned. Then you've already started. Final thought. As Ethan walked out of the cafe, he no longer felt behind. He wasn't lost. He was simply growing like the bamboo. And for the first time in a long time, he wasn't just thinking about change. He was becoming it.